Hey guys, welcome back to another Clash Clans video. So, we're going to be doing a clan war recap of our latest war. And this war was by far one of my favorite wars ever because we actually, at the beginning, we were down by I think 25 stars. And we made an insane comeback. And we had a lot of attacks. And we were about 7 stars away from a perfect war. And it was kind of funny because right here we just started making a big comeback. We went in the lead. And then over here they tried to go in the lead, but they actually didn't get that many stars. So that was good for us. Now let's go watch some of the replays. Let's start off with this one. So in this attack, I think he was using a Pentalaloon. I'm not sure. No, actually, I think he's using a Quattro. So he starts off by dropping one golem over here, and then funneling his troops, or his heroes, with some wizards. Drops that jump spell right there. The point of this would just pretty much to take out this air defense right here. He drops that poison spell, which helps take out the dragon and the balloon. And then his Barbarian King uses the Iron Fist and then jumps over the wall, destroys that air defense, and now he's good to go. Took out that air defense, so he starts dropping his hounds right about now. So he drops the hounds, followed by some targeted balloons. Drops some really nice rage spells. Accelerates his balloons into the air defenses. So and he drops some back end balloons just to help out to help take out that archer tower. And he just completely overkilled on this base. Because I think only one hound popped. I think the rest were up. Which you never want to have your hounds just not pop because the pups actually help clean up. But you still had plenty of time left. Still had some cleanup troops, 2 balloons also. So he didn't really struggle with time at this point. So this is a 3-star, and that was a pretty nice attack. So now let's move on to this one. Okay, so in this one he was using a cold-blooded Laloon. So he drops his golem with the jump spell to try to take out this air defense right here. And he drops his wizards to funnel his archer queen into the base instead of going around. And he drops that poison spell in the pathing of where that dragon was going. And he didn't have his Barbarian King because he was upgrading it. And he just starts the attack without caring about that other air defense. And at this point, I didn't think he would get that 3-star because he didn't take out any air defenses, which is what you... That's one of the main goals of the cold-blooded, to take out one air defense. But he manages to do it and drops some really nice rage spells, accelerating all of his balloons into the air defenses. And now he's taking out those quad Teslas right there, and they're only level 3, I think. So he gets through them really quick, and at this point, just clean up. And I think he 3-starred this with about 20 seconds to spare. So now, luckily, all of his balloons just split up. And this is going to wrap up a 3-star. Really nice attack. Now we're going to watch my attack. And I was about to run out of time on this attack. But luckily I didn't because we really needed this. This base was not even... It was not destroyed at all. No one even attacked this base, so this was the first attack, and this was, I think, in the last 4 hours of the war, we were in a tie, 30-30, and we had 5 more attacks used. So I brought our clan to the lead with this attack. I lured out the clan castle troops, used my queen's ability, and then she takes out that dragon, easily takes out that balloon. And I start dropping my hounds. So I dropped 3 on this side. It was a penta Laloon. So now I dropped 2 hounds on this air defense. And the bad thing was that 4 of the hounds were on this side and they were supposed to go on this side. So I was kind of panicking at this point, and I thought that I was gonna let my whole clan down and just get a 1-star. And the queen still wasn't taken out, which was really bad, because by now she should have been taken out. But luckily I had pups everywhere and they're raged up, so they took her out easily. Drop that haste spell, just get through those middle buildings. Started dropping a few of my cleanup troops. And luckily I had that hound still because it was shielding all of my balloons. I dropped the king right there just to try to distract the X-bow. And that giant bomb takes out my queen. So now my king just right here distracting the X-bow. And I was waiting for the right time to use the ability, and that's the key to a successful raid. Waiting for the heroes, their special abilities to be used. Do not do what a lot of people do and just panic and use it. That's not good. Because see here, I waited for the right time. Because it wouldn't have helped much if I used it just to break through a wall. I had to use it to take down that X-bow. And I won this attack with about 15 or 20 seconds to spare. It was coming pretty close, but luckily I got through it. 3-starred this base pretty easy. And this base looks really similar to the one I have. So I kind of just knew a little bit about it. Now let's watch this attack. So this was also a penta. He starts off by dropping his hounds and his balloons. 3 on this air defense, 2 on this one. The thing with the penta is you always want to drop 3 on the air defense that's next to the archer queen. Because the point of that is just so that you have more meat shields on that side, because the queen can take out balloons really quick, and those hounds, when they pop, the lava pups will actually take out the queen if they're raged up. But he dropped some really nice haste spells, and now at this point he just has 1 air defense, few Teslas, archer towers, and this was a really clutch raid because he was out of balloons, and now he just had a bunch of pups all over the place. So it looked like it was going to be a 2-star, but it came down to his heroes, and luckily he had high-level heroes. He probably couldn't have done it if he didn't have those high-level heroes. So now again, right timing for those special abilities. That's the key to a successful raid. So he 3-starred this base all because of those heroes and the right timing on the special ability. So now this attack, it wasn't a perfect attack, but I'm showing it just because this was my first attack in this war and I was really nervous. But it actually came really clutch. I was using a Shattered Laloon, and usually I use a Cold-Blooded. I never use Shattered because Cold-Blooded, it's a little bit easier if you're a beginner because you just have to focus on taking out 1 air defense, and Shattered you focus on taking out 2. But this attack is the reason why I'm actually going to start upgrading my king instead of my queen. Because the golems take out that air defense, but then my king right here, he doesn't take out the air defense. If he was higher leveled, it would have been taken out. So now my queen just there, waited for the right time. This one didn't really matter about doing it right time because I just took out that storage and that's it. And that expo wasn't even set to ground, or it wasn't set to air. So at this point I was just kind of panicking, and I was just sending in some troops, just trying not to panic too much. Pretty nice rage spell right there. Drop another hound over here, followed by a rage spell. And right here was actually really clutch, because I had some hounds going here. And then that town hall, it was actually being destroyed by those balloons. And look at that damage. Look at what the balloons do. And then right here, they actually take out that town hall. So that was actually really clutch, and I just let this raid go on because in case we had a tiebreaker, so I could add more total damage to our clan. But that's gonna wrap up a 3-star. So 66%, or no, that's gonna wrap up a 2-star actually. I wish it was a 3-star, but I just have to improve on my attacks a little bit more. But anyways, that was a pretty nice war. And here are the stats if you guys want to see it. So we had the same amount of 3 stars. 2 stars we had more. We had no 1 star. So that's what put us in the lead. And also shout out to Rebo, because he scouted 2 of the enemy bases. And that actually helped us kind of determine what's in the clan castle and where a few traps are. But that helped us out. And anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back for more.